The Photos Table View Controller needs to be able to hold a reference to several photo objects, and I'm going to do that all in code rather than loading them in from some external file. We'll load in the photos, but they're already saved in our asset catalog. So I'm going to jump to the implementation file for the Photos Table View Controller. And up towards the top here, I'm going to create an array that can actually hold these photo objects. So I'll put some curly braces just after my @interface, the class extension, to make these just private instance variables. This will just be a mutable array that we can add different photo objects to. And while we're going to hold an array of photo objects in the table view, we'll need to be able to pass single photo objects first to the display view controller and then to the info view controller. So what I'm going to do is just jump first into the display view controller header file, and inside its interface part, because this does need to be public, I'm going to add just a reference to something called current photo. This is so we can set it from outside and pass this in. Same thing again on the next one down, the info view controller.h. Needs to have a public property called current photo. Now, a couple of things that I haven't done in the storyboard, and it's a good time to do them now, is I dragged on this UI image view, but I am going to need to set that programmatically, so that needs to exist as an outlet. Same with the label on the final view controller. If I want to change the contents of that by writing some code to do so, I better have that as an outlet. I don't have a lot of room here, so let me just close off a couple of these panes before I shift into assistant mode. I'm going to first select the display view controller. Double check that assistant view has given me display view controller.m. If it hadn't, I could use the jump bar to get there. I want to make sure this is on automatic. And I'm going to control drag from UI image view in my storyboard over into the interface section. Double checking that this is going to be an outlet of type UI image view. I'll call this current image. That looks fine. The next thing I'm going to do is go along to the third view controller, click that label, check that it has switched to info view controller.m in the assistant view, and then control drag over into the interface section, and I'll call this details label. Now, we haven't done anything with these yet, but we're going to set both of these values in the next step.